Hi everyone, Rodel here again in this series of video, and this time I'm going to show you how to use or how to install yuniql using Chocolatey. Chocolatey is an amazing package manager for Windows, where it makes easy for you to install a couple of stuff from your machine. One of them is actually yuniql. So to find yuniql on Chocolatey, that means type yuniql, and you will see here yuniql, and that's the latest version available, yuniql version 1.1.55. And here let's try to copy this. And to get started, I have the console available here, so and I think I'm already running in administrator mode, or maybe I should start over. So let's try to run as administrator. And you're gonna need that if you're using Chocolatey. It requires a great degree of elevation rights. Um, so here I'm saying, okay, Choco, install yuniql, and don't ask me anymore. So I say yes. That's why I put the dash y. What's going on here right now is the Chocolatey packages manager will try to download the package from GitHub. So it's really not very different from how you have downloaded directly, except that it has now mapped that CLI tool into the path, so it's accessible anywhere on your machine. So now we have the verbs available. So our next step is actually to set the environment variable. And again, this time we're saying I'm going to use a PostgreSQL sample that is located in this folder. And then we're saying for all the future commands that I'm issuing with yuniql, it's going to be targeting PostgreSQL. And I'm going to deploy my database to this hosted PostgreSQL instance on Elephant SQL. You can see the password there, but I'm going to rotate that password after this demonstration. I think I have not cloned yet my repository. So one of the steps as well is this time I'm going to use a sample project which is inside yuniql Git repository. So there is various samples there for PostgreSQL, SQL Server, MySQL, Snowflake, Redshift, you name it. So if it's a supported platform or currently being experimented, then we have a sample available there that we could right away run. I think we are ready. So our next step now is actually to issue a yuniql run and print some debug information. So what's going on right now is it will try to go through that project workspace here in this basic PostgreSQL sample and pick all of the scripts that are discoverable there. But then how would you know, or how would we know what has been applied to the database? And that is through yuniql list. This time it shows you that in that particular database, we have applied 3 versions, and it took this much time to execute that, and all the other diagnostic information as you wish. So let's try to go to the database itself and see what happened. So again, I'm using this amazing Elephant SQL host, which gives me a tiny PostgreSQL instance, um, just for dev test purpose. And here I'm going to browse the objects that has been created. So you see all the tables there. We have the yuniql schema tracking table, which we expect to show the various versions that has been applied. If you are familiar with Flyway, that is similar to how Flyway is working. And of course, we are also seeding the tables. The tables has been seeded using insert scripts, but you could also very well use CSV files to seed your tables. That's supported by yuniql for most of the platforms. So now we have the database deployed. We have the database seeded. You might be thinking, I'm done with the database. I'm done with my testing. I would like to reset because I would like to rerun a new test in that database and clear out all of the transaction tables that has been used. This time we're going to use yuniql erase. And there's nothing really extraordinary here. As I was saying in many videos, what's happened here is we have prepared a clean script available in erase directory, and it just drops all the tables. And you can make as much sophisticated, as much comprehensive cleanup scripts as you can, and split them into multiple files and order them the way they are supposed to be executed. So now you have say you have erased it. Then of course you would like to rerun it again. So now we are deploying a new fresh instance of the database, or maybe fresh schema, and we say, okay, I want to check it again what has been applied, because maybe after all you create a version 0.03 and you would like to apply that, and then you say, I would like to erase it again because now I'm done, because I'm going to move to the next video and I would like the database to be cleaned up. So I have demonstrated you how to pick up and install yuniql if you have Choco available on your machine or in your organization. Deploy a PostgreSQL database on a remote instance. It could be a container, it could be your internal server. It's just a matter of connection string and the connectivity openness to that server. And you could deploy the database, erase the objects, and detect what has been seeded. So I hope that helps. And I would like you to invite you to follow us on this Git repository. Please appreciate if you could give a star and report issues, because it helps a lot to know what has been going on out there in various use cases. So watch out for our next video where I'll try to show you other means of installing and using yuniql. Yep. Thank you.